Says here I'm live, so let's find out. I'm just gonna jump into it. Let's find out how much I'm going to hate Super Mario Odyssey, because I don't think I'm gonna like this game, and there's a reason I didn't play it for what, like 8 years, and wasn't really interested in spending $60 on a game that never went down in price for a game I don't think is gonna be my thing. And not just that I don't think it's gonna be my thing, I think will be fundamentally poorly designed compared to Mario 1, Mario 3, Super Mario 3D Land, and Super Mario 3D World. I don't think these open world uh, triple A um, sort of Mario games are particularly well designed. I'm sure they have a good, hopefully they have a good. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try to do this with an open mind. I didn't think I was gonna like Tears of the Kingdom. I hated the first few minutes, and then I started to really like it. I'm talking about Zelda now. So we'll see. We'll see. There's a chance. I rather be pleasantly surprised. The worst case scenario here is if it's in the middle. I want to either love this or hate this. All right, let's get started here. We got start, we got assist. In this mode, arrows will guide your way and you'll bounce back quickly after a fall. All right, well, that's pathetic. Because it's already Mario. Like, how difficult is this going to be? You're going to try... We're trying... Yes, Red Cow, it's an insufferable persona. I'm assuming that's Frankie. Alright, we got your bullshit narrative. I should get into why the light narrative in Mario 3 is actually pretty good. Yeah, I got it. Like I give a shit. Is this Bowser his own language? This part's gonna be a matter of personal flavor. I really love the way Mario Galaxies opens better, especially in terms of like ambiance and feel. So that's another reason why I'm a little weary. We're taking ourselves a little too seriously here. Okay, look around. Cool. That looks cool. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. Free camera. I should talk about someday the difference between having a free camera like this and like the on-rails camera in 3D World, because obviously that's a different experience. Is there anything can I do anything with this? Can I do anything with the frogs? You know what'd be really cool? If I could actually wear it and then swim in the water better with it, like a really great game like Mario 3. This looks nice. Okay. I feel like this is gonna be boring to watch. Like this beginning tutorial stuff. Like it's probably gonna be boring in general. Come on, I just want to run and jump. What is all this story shit?
It's only that. Now, ladies. That is mean. Granny, Nakamura.
Okay, alright, got it. Alright.
Yes, mother.
Oh. Oh.
Motifara. Idanoru, Sedatina. Hey, Kumutira. Medistani.
Oh. Oh, come on.
Huh? Mire. Hey. Jumpy.
Ah.
That's Navi. It's a hat. What's up, Wesley? Alright, cool. So yeah. Some of the mechanics of the cast, like the break things, got it. It's a little bland, but it gets the job done. Like, you can't tell me this isn't more bland than, like, the first level of Mario 3. And Mario 1. So let's start there. This is bland. And Mario 64. Like, I'm a big critic of Mario 64, but, like, the first... I don't know what to compare this to right now. I guess I'm comparing this to the castle outside. But if you get to, like, the first levels in Mario 64, the first level in Mario Galaxy, off of memory, this is way less... This is way more bland. God, I'm just running around getting coins. Okay. Nothing interesting happening. He's not an enemy. They're babying me. Huh? I don't know. We'll see we'll see if Nintendo bans me. Probably. Okay. Oh, it's Mario Zelda. That's one of my biggest... Alright, well, let me relax. Let me try to enjoy this. Cool Goombas. Can I jump on them? Like, obviously, it taught me about the hat, so that's what it wants me to use, but can I jump on you? Of course not. Can I? Can I? It wouldn't be easy to do. Oh, okay, there we go. You probably wouldn't want to. Cool. Alright. It's a funny touch. Is this gonna be a level? Am I actually gonna play a level? Okay. Alright, this feels like this might... Alright, I'm gonna compare what I'm playing now to, say, Mario 64. A game I don't like, but for what it does, like, its first level that gets the job done. Cool. A little reminiscent of Mario. Yeah, alright, so in the original Mario, you break things from underneath, so things would be above you. Here, you can attack things across, so it's going to be at your level. So that's an okay start for what it is. You know, is there anything behind me? Yeah, that's good. I like when you get secrets like that. So the good use of negative space, that would have been interesting if it were a better reward than just coins. Because, like, if you're here and you take the moment to do the exploration for this negative space, that reward could be a bit cooler than just 3 more coins. I mean, they're already giving me way too many coins anyways at the beginning, but Because when you use less coins, it makes the things you do more rewarding, more interesting, have better choices. There's more to evaluate. So right now, it's just like coin heaven right now. And I wouldn't really want to start my game that way. I get that you use coins to kind of breadcrumb you through the space. Alright, cool.
Yeah, come on.
So, this right here is what I know I'm gonna dislike. Jesus Christ.
Ribbit. 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 Oh.
Oh, it's the shitty version of Majora's Mask. Yeah, so I know, alright, so already they set me up, like, they're telling me what this game is, and I already know this is exactly what I hate. This is exactly what I hate. Because instead of this giant ledge being a reward, because, oh, cool, I got the frog and it rewards me, it's a requirement. So it's not a power-up, it's not an ability, it's just something I have to do, it's a chore. So I already know, and then people watching this might have probably already know this about my frustration. So what would really be impressive is if climbing this would be, it might be harder to traverse this, but to make it a requirement, that's fucking bullshit. And that just takes what's great about original Mario, about Mario 3, and makes it shit. So that's what this is telling me right now, that all of these are going to be requirements. I hope not. I hope that this is like a cool reward at some parts of the game, but I got it. But it's like, obviously there's no way I could get up here without the frog, which is lazy. Like, this isn't an ability. Like, who the fuck gives a shit? Maybe I'm not getting too many coins because it looks like I have to get like 1,000 in order for something interesting to happen, so good on them. What the fuck is this? First of all, this isn't fun. That I'm jumping this high. That's stupid. They're teaching you different forms to do. No, I'm okay. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. All right, yes. But what, again, if we go to Mario 3, it teaches you things without forcing you to do things. You're not forced. It's a reward, and so it sets you up for what the game is going to be. You're not forced to get the raccoon leaf, but you're rewarded for it, and there's a progression. I'm not doing this to just be an ass. I don't like this jumping, per se. Like, alright, fine. But, like, that's what makes the exploration cool. It's like, oh, I got this thing, it's a reward, and now I'm exploring, so I'm rewarded for what I do. And I like frogs. Man, what a way to ruin the world. It's just so linear. For an open world, this is so linear. But, alright, it's a tutorial. I'll ease up on it a bit, but you could be more interesting. Like the first world is the Super Mario 3D world. Great first level. So much more interesting than this. It's dense. So is there a way to beat these enemies other than jumping up in the air like this? Because this sucks. Why are they gold? Tell me if I'm being an idiot. That's fine. I don't mind that. Not every game has to be Mario 3. If it wants to be great, it does. I'm not trying to say that you can't have fun with this. I'm just trying to differentiate what I think is brilliant game design. And I'm not even talking about like the controls might be great, the mechanics might be great, right? Like, I don't like things that Mario Galaxy did, but the mechanics are great. So I'm very much focused on the design, like the level design, and this is dull. This is a dull way to start. It's like very clearly a tutorial. Is it the worst thing in the world? Not necessarily. Hopefully it gets better, but... Oh, why is this fucking Zelda? That's the other thing I can't stand about these 3D collectathon Mario games. Like, be Mario. You don't have to be Zelda. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. Da-da-da-da. The game is very much so an open. Yeah, I just think that a platformer should be a type platformer. Like the open worldiness. Like, okay, you want to make an adventure game, then give me an adventure game. If you want to give me a platformer, give me a platformer. Let me run around and jump in a tight, cool space. That's why, like, you know, like Battle Rock Galaxy. What a great level in Mario Galaxy. Tight, interesting, keeps you on your toes. Like, that's a great level design. I love the art here is awesome. The art is really awesome. And you expect that. It should be awesome. And like Mario's not, you know, doesn't usually screw around with that. You know, I really feel like Mario games just should have virtually no text. I'm so... Now, I'm the kind of person that will like explore every single aspect. Maybe we should hide somewhere. Oh, okay. Alright. Am I missing something? Alright, I'm gonna go up there. Okay. Oh wow, it's just walking. It's gonna be a boss. Not. Alright, so obviously you learned about the attack mechanic, so that's what it's gonna want you to know. Can I possess it? Okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. Does it want me to jump on it? You know it's a great game when it has to use arrows to try to indicate what to do in a platform. That's how you know your game sucks. I'm playing Wind Waker over here. It's beautiful looking. It's really because that's a cool intro. That's nice. It's really cool, like the brightly lit moon on the black background. That's really nice. I just wish that the narrative of this game was actually worthy of what it's trying to do. Okay, is this the real first level? Is this the real is this the real first level? Because I feel like this is the real one. I was a kid when I played Mario 3 and it was amazing. Yeah, what a right.
Oh, amazing. Well, be fun.
Okay. So I'm gonna analyze this as the real first level. And I'm gonna guess that I would have been perfectly fine if this is how the game started instead of all that other stuff. Good, I got a checkpoint at the beginning of the level. Alright, cool. Yeah. It's a kind of tutorializing that's really, really straightforward. Which is, it gets the job done, but it's, you know, it's not like... Yeah. I would really like a Mario 3D World that has the design that I like, but maybe has the free-forming camera like this where you do feel like you're in it a bit more. That has consequences because when you're on... Okay. Yeah, I get it. This also feels like a tutorial. Yeah, it's like... Wow, I feel so accomplished. Let's just spell that shit out for me. Way too much pomp and circumstance for the beginning of this game.
Oh, for the visa. It's an amazing. Uh-huh.
Way too much dialogue. Way too much bullshit. So I'll be interested to see how they use those chain chomps, if they become like more threatening by the way the rest of the design is. So like right now, all of this stuff, all the enemies have been in a very controlled environment, and you know that I guess you'd expect that a bit in the first level. Again, Mario 3 is more dense, but this is all controlled enemy, controlled environment enemy. So it'll be interesting to see how these things layer on, and then that's really how you can analyze it. But if, you know, it would be interesting if this were a little bit more dense. I mean, do I like the way this level is more than, say, the beginning of Mario World? Yeah. 1 out of 8. Yeah, I know. Wait, what is only in this level? That chain chomp? Because that would suck. This is... Are you an adventure game or a platform? Get this fucking cappy thing out of here. Like, tell your narrative through the gameplay. How many times are you gonna fucking interrupt me? I want to run and jump and explore and get cool things. How much you gotta tutorialize me? Like I haven't figured out I could throw my cap at shit. Oh, I got a moon. So I got 2 in the first couple of minutes. How valuable is this shit gonna be? Well, see, this is basically not a platformer. Yeah. And in that case, because I have a design concept in my head for what would be an adventure game with platforming as the main mechanic. But then that would be an adventure game. So I don't know what I'm playing. Am I playing an adventure game or I'm playing a platformer? You know what I feel like I'm playing? I feel like I'm playing a watered down platformer and a watered down adventure game. So like either let me play Mario 3D World or let me play Zelda. Not this like Frankenstein thing. I mean, it looks beautiful and it plays well. I knew those things were going to be true. But it's like half of it's like But see, that's the thing, because it's not. Because this isn't a good adventure game. Because why the fuck do I care about any of this? This sounds like a modified version of one of the the main Mario Galaxy theme songs. Like you're trying to make this like into a grand adventure. Like yeah, okay, like come on, please. Yeah, right. I'm so enamored by it. Oh, I'm on such a grand adventure here. Like fucking King Koopa comes in, he captures the princess. We're like. And a bunch of Cappy Caps get all weird. Like, come on. Like, I'm supposed, like, see a problem. I'm supposed to take this shit seriously. Yeah, not interesting. You know when these are interesting? So, like this shit here. Like, you take the first level in Mario 1. Take the first level in Mario 1. And, like, this is interesting because you're running across. There's an enemy under here. There's things to it. There's like little bits of hazards. You start learning about jumping. You start learning how the mushroom interacts. Same thing with Mario 3. There's some density. There's something interesting here. Like in every one of these interactions with these boxes, nothing interesting. There's nothing interesting happening here. It's just, oh, here's a bright blocks. Go get it. Like, okay, congratulations. It's like you've had so many opportunities to make these moments more interesting. And I'm gonna assume that it gets more interesting over time, but it's like, come on, like, you could be a bit more dense here. Like, you don't have to treat me like a 3-year-old. I'm sorry, it's a mainline Mario game. I'm gonna compare it to Mario 1. You could achieve the same type of things while still learning about the level design of it. Like, I'm comparing. You compare a lot of games to Mario 1 because it's great level design. So again, if you give me something that's a reward, and nothing is actually rewarding about it because it's just like, here's a thing, click a box. You know what you're playing at that point? You're playing like Farmville, right? It's like a cookie clicker. Here's a thing, click on it. Here's a box, hit it. Who cares? And I'll judge this differently over time. We'll see. Alright, so you let me see stuff. So you're gonna be like, okay, here are these purple coins. I'm guessing you want me to maybe get that. Stop comparing it to Mario 1. Stop comparing it to one of the greatest games of all time. It has the name Mario on it. That's what I'm doing. I'm nitpicking. I'm gonna analyze what I'm not comparing this to games that don't even qualify as games. I'm comparing this to one of the greatest and most important gaming series in the history of gaming. So that's what I'm comparing it to. I'm not comparing it to, like, you know, the rainbow of shit. That's not what I'm comparing this game to. I'm comparing it to Mario 1, Mario 3, Mario 2, Mario 3D Land, Mario 3D World. Even Mario 64. I mean, okay, fine. You don't... Yeah, okay. You know what would make this cool? You know what would make this feel cool? This would feel cool if I actually felt some kind of danger. Oh no, I'm just walking on this very, very slow moving dinosaur. That's a lot of fun. Someone told me this was fun. This is not fun. Right here, this is not fun. I'm gonna tell you why it's not fun. Because it's really slow and who cares? There's nothing threatening. And there was nothing threatening before where I could feel like I'm actually like, oh wow, that's cool. It was gonna be harder before, but now I can unlock all this cool stuff. This isn't anything that I unlocked because it's right in front of me. It just says here, get the thing and move through it. Yeah, big shit. Big fucking shit. This is meaningless. So yeah, that wasn't true in Mario 64, and it wasn't true in Mario Galaxy. No, well, that's not true. It was true in Mario Galaxy with like shit like the bee suit. Oh, you know, this is like getting the bomb in Zelda and just putting the bricks right there, and then you blow it up and you move forward. It's like, oh, okay, wow, big whoop. All right, it's level 1, so it's really babying me. It's really babying me. So I hope that changes. But like, if you want it to feel like a sense of accomplishment, you have a little bit more threat, and then you make getting that dinosaur interesting and challenging and optional. And then then when you run through all those enemies, that's kind of cool. But there's nothing fun about that because the mechanic itself is boring. And then on top of that, you don't even feel a sense of reward or progression. It's just like, here's a thing, now do it. Here's a thing, now do it. It's just a series of chores. I'm hoping that... Alright, so this is like minor exploration, which would be, again, more interesting if I actually faced an enemy that was like slightly threatening. It so lacks any density. Let me read some of these comments. Ant will make a video in a week called Mario Odyssey is actually the great. Yeah, sure I will. No, this isn't good. No, it. Okay, it's bland. It's bland. I could say that. So if you prefer something that's bland and not particularly dense and not particularly interesting, what happened to my controller? Uh-oh. I think the game got upset with me. I don't know why I'm holding L and R. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's not connecting, because everything seems fine. But yeah, I mean, there's criticism of what should or no. There's quality and there's not quality. There's bland and there's not bland. There's dense and thoughtful and there's not thoughtful. There's a progression that is interesting, and then there's just I just kind of run around and jump. There's something that feels like an early empty prototype. Yeah, I know. Is that well? If it, how could it not be found? How would you know that I was pressing L and R and you still can't find it? Like how? Yeah, well, I never had this happen before. I don't have another controller. This is what I got. This is what I got. I just want to make sure I save this. And maybe I'll restart it or something. I don't know. Hey, what's going on? I gotta watch your stream later, Thomas. But let's see if I could fix my technical issues. All right, I think I got it. That was fun watching me fuck up controls. Let's give it one more shot. So, I mean, again, on the critique of like how it's supposed to be, I mean, there's definitely a sense of what ultimately is better and what could be improved about this. So your mechanics are fine, your art is good, you know, that's all good. But what are you doing with the design? You're giving me something open and bland, and you're giving me a watered down version of an adventure game and a watered down version of a platformer. Well, if that's your idea of fun, well, okay. If fun is constantly being interrupted while you're trying to play a platformer, you like to go back and do all. Oh, come on. I'm not sure how much more of this I could tolerate. So, you know, in terms of what it's supposed to be, what it's not supposed to be, yeah, it's more sophisticated design. If there was, like, this was an interesting interaction. But it's not an interesting interaction because like, oh, I'm so challenged by this. So again, I'm just running and jumping. Well, anyone could design a game where you just run and jump. That's really not that impressive. So if you want to say you like it, fine, but to be impressed by that as a level design, no, that's not impressive. Says the health is good. But it's stuttering. So like, this again, these are just tasks. Here's an enemy, go hit them. Nothing else. You know, again, it was so cool. If like I don't know, put these. If you want to give me these enemies, like put a question block here. Like give me something to be like, oh, maybe I'll go after that. Oh, there's a little risk reward balance. Cool. No, here are more rewards. What did I do to achieve these rewards? Nothing. Nothing. Why don't you place an enemy here? All I did was, this is, you know, and so what is this? This is just an Easter egg hunt. Because again, nothing. I achieved nothing to do this. How is that fun? How is that rewarding? That's a prototype. You're not going to give me a prototype and I'm going to sit here and praise you for that shit. Oh, I see what's coming here. There's some bullshit fanfare they're going to try to get to it. Is it? I don't know what to do about that. Should I end the stream? And maybe try to restart? What a disaster this has been. This insults me. This insult. It could be if they end up doing a good job, but it you know, in terms of like conditioning. But I you know, they could have made that tighter. This insults me. Well, see, that right there is the most interesting design choice in this whole fucking game. So I come here, I get a couple of extra coins, and there's an enemy there that's somewhat threatening that made me have a little risk. So your 2D section and this little piece of retro fanfare was the most interesting design choice I've seen so far. Cool, and like, oh, here you teach me about breaking bricks and the value of getting coins. That's cool. So you have to actually make Mario 1 again in order to make this good. So look at that. Look at that good. That's a good design choice. Look at that. By breaking those bricks, it made it harder for me to get these blocks there. And I can't even get... That's brilliant. That's brilliant design. That's a good design choice. That's brilliant. It's subtle. I wish that timer... it kind of sucks I was able to get all 3 of those. It should be on the timer like the original so that I was penalized for breaking this brick. But like, look at how brilliant that is. So I learned the consequences of this mechanic. Oh, you could break these bricks, and by breaking these bricks, you can get a reward. But by breaking bricks, you could also lose a platform, and in losing a platform, it makes it hard for you to collect that reward. That's brilliant level design. How come I had to get to this retro section of the game to have brilliant level design? That's unbelievable to me. Because I thought that this would just be a shit version of this 2D. That's actually brilliant. Look at that. Look how it showed me about how an invisible block. Because you see that? That's brilliant. There's some negative space on the left there. There's negative space on the left there. So I'm like, oh, I want to get to that negative space. So I'm going to try to jump, and boom, it shows me an invisible block. So now I'm interested. I'm like, okay, what's over here? Is this going to be death? Oh, it's not death. Oh, I could actually rotate around. Oh, it's kind of like the Link Between Worlds mechanic. Okay, now I learned something. That's interesting. That's dense design. Why is it... It takes... Why am I stuck? It takes getting to the 2D section of the game to give me good level design. Alright, and it breadcrumbs me to the moon? Wow. Well, I think it's easier to design for. Let's not make excuses here, Zach. And then, okay. Boom. Look at that. Look how I, in a much more interesting way, learned about the mechanics of your 2D space. That's astounding. So they know what they're doing. They just choose. This is a choice. This is a choice. And that's what makes it evil, because this is a choice. Oh, good. More Zelda. I love Zelda. It's not in my Mario game. So those hearts now give me coins. Okay. But you know what would be a really great design choice here? You know what would be really cool? If like right in the center there was some kind of reward, like some kind of moon or something. So instead, you've been showing me these chain chomps all game, and not one point have you given me something interesting to do with it. Like, oh gee, what do I do here? Ah, I wonder what I'm gonna do. Oh, here I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw Cappy at you. No shit, Sherlock. Wouldn't it be, like, if I had to, like, if there was, like, a reward, and I had to come in here, and, like, oh, there was, like, an invisible, you know, like, a star that gave me invincibility right in there, but I'm like, oh, shit, should I do it, or should I not? Like, you could do something like that. You've already shown me these chain chomps enough times to give me something more interesting. Oh, no, I got hurt. Oh, big fucking deal. Here's a heart right here. Well, you can be bored, but it's still more sophisticated design. So you could apply those principles to this, and it would be good. But instead, I'm just running around and jumping mindlessly. Honestly, this game is worse than I thought it was gonna be. At least that's a first impression. Yeah, it's a throwaway, but look, I don't like that they just throw in these random 2D parts, from what I could tell. But that shows you an example of better level design and intelligent level design and thoughtful level design. And that's not really present here. This is just like, oh, I want to teach them mechanic A. Okay, here's Cappy, here's an enemy, do mechanic A. I want to teach him mechanic B. Okay, here's mechanic B. Okay, now here's mechanic C. It's like the baseline minimum of design. Oh, gee, I wonder what I gotta do. So that's clever, because it accidentally hurts her, so it shows you what you need to do. It's like, I know what I need to do. Now all of a sudden the difficulty seems to ramp up. Okay. Yeah, I know, it's classic Nintendo. The thing that is the challenge is also the reward. Get my ass kicked. That's good. It's good that they put these coins here, because that's a good design choice, because it's like, it's a risk reward, because the coins are right back by her, so I might not want to get it because it's threatening. Yeah, that's a good design choice. So I'm in. Wait. Yeah, it's babies you. It's easy. It's like, it's the bare minimum of level design. The boss is well designed. I don't understand this thing. Why? I'm not understand. Oh, okay. Is it that when I have to get the hat off and then I could get it again? No, I understand that part. I just don't. I just wasn't understanding. Is it, if I do this, would it give me the reward again? I hope not. Oh, it does. Lame. Lame. Too easy. I like that I lose coins at least. Do I have to hit it twice? Because I felt like I kept hitting them with the hat and then it wasn't doing it. Okay. It's a well-designed boss. So if I hit it once, okay, the hat comes off. But yeah, so, and that's tricky. Because you have to then get out of the path. That's good. Cool. I don't know why I'm struggling to get out of the path so much. Okay. Alright, it's not my problem. Well, yeah, but the level design is the most important part. Which is, and like bosses are the things that I'm not that like they, you know, I mean the bosses in Mario ones, you know, are not if your game with levels and your level design sucks, what do I like? Come on, this is so lame. Alright, so that kind of thing is going to be cool if they build upon this. Okay, you could use that to, it breaks this thing. That would be really cool if they build upon it. But again, it's just, oh, yay. Wow, I feel so accomplished. This is so bland. And like, and again, even comparing it to Mario 64, like Mario's, the first level of Mario 64 is not as bland as this. It's kind of dense. And now I gotta redo the same shit again? Really? I mean, I'm sure I don't have to, but they try to use this music like on such a grand epic adventure, and really it's just babying me. Like, oh wow, okay, I clicked the thing, I press a button and it did a thing. Like, it's just so basic. Kind of. Why is there an empty frame there? I'm gonna be honest with you. I couldn't give a shit. Yeah. It's just, it's not that, it's just hide and go sneak at this point, which is not that interesting. I've spent way too much time in this level. I'd like to see a more interesting one. Sucks that I fell. Like, I could put up with this, like, bland design if the level was at least quicker. Like, it's cool, you're open world, and I have all this freedom to go to different things, but like, if there's nothing interesting is happening. Am I gonna die again? Probably. Yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild sucks too, not for nothing. Yeah, like my first impressions of this, like, alright, let me not compare it to Mario, substantially worse than Mario Galaxy. Like, substantially. we're not even in the same like. Well, the thing I'm getting a feel. I kind of feel like I've known this from the beginning that the transformations are not rewards; they're just tasks, which is really does nothing for me, and I think it's fundamentally bad game design. And then talking to shit. You know, honestly, I don't give a shit about talking to Toad. Do I want to buy? Sure, because you know why? Because I'm sure that these coins aren't going to matter that much. They're going to be everywhere. Got it. Oh. How many moons are in this level? Because... when do I get to finish this level? You can't possibly tell me this is as good as Mario 3D World. You can't. You can't tell me this is fun. Well, let me ask you, should I leave or should I explore this level more? Like, you know, it'd be really cool if that door over there, like, I had to possess something, and then getting there was actually hard, and if I didn't traverse, like... But it's like, okay, cool. What did I accomplish? Nothing. More nods. Alright, let's see if I think the level design here is good, at least. It doesn't look good on the surface, but let's see. Cool. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah. Yeah, this is just like lip service fanfare. Anything happens if I try to do that? Yeah, okay, good. So you used the negative space, which I was able to preview before. Anything if I try to do that? No. I'm not trying to get quote-unquote more than I need. I'm just trying to discover, like, the design choices. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this is more interesting. So this is the 3D design more like it's 2D and for that very brief moment. Oh, good. Good. Backtracking to bland, boring levels. Can't wait. Alright, so it's a little bit of a challenge if I want to get what's up there. If there is anything up there. Maybe there isn't. boring. It's so boring. Someone tried to tell me this was fun. It's not even that. It's just boring. Alright, let's try something else. I can leave? Let me leave. I gotta leave. I gotta get out of this level. This thing sucks. How do I escape? I just want to leave. I gotta look for some ship. Yeah, I guess I get a moon or something there. I don't care. Just get me out of here. Oh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. I think one of the problems we have with games, the game industry today, is we've confused art direction and art design with level design and staging a scene. And this is just... Throw my hat on the glove. And here's the other thing. It's like, it's not even a chat. Like, if it's like, why do I have to go and find this thing to leave? The problem with it is if it was actually an interesting level to traverse to find it, okay, fine. But the challenge here is just me, like, locating it on a map. To the next king. Okay, so I think it's telling me... Is it just telling me to go there? Alright, let me... I walked past it? That's where the enemy was. I have no idea where to go. Was it this stupid thing?
Stita no feina. Yeah, kuda pizza. Hi, Florida. Eat the pizza.
Ah, sand level. Yeah, so far the possession mechanic is really bad because it doesn't really do anything interesting. So if that's supposed to be your main mechanic, it's really, really poorly done. And I'm not even playing. I'm not gonna play with. Oh well, it depends on your perspective. If you think it, no, it's terrible. It's terribly done so far. Like, it's terrible. It's just like lips. It's just like. It's like artificial flavoring. Like, it masquerades as a power-up, but it's not. It's just you have no choice but to do this thing. It's so uninteresting. At no point so far has that been interesting. Especially when it's more fun to just run and jump. Like, so I possess a thing to do something less fun than the main mechanic of the game. And I got more fucking narrative shit. I really, come on. How about you build this into the game and try, instead of trying to tutorialize me here? Have you been tutorializing me for the last 2 fucking hours? 1 hour. And now you Nothing beats a ground pound. Well, why didn't you make me do it already? I mean, you forced me to do everything else. Well, there it is. An action guide. You know what really sucks is if your Mario game needs a fucking action guide. Controls, basic. Just get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Yeah, bude vida. Stita no feina. Masha na quadra. Stita no mesa. Yeah, bude vida.
I feel like this is what it must feel like to endure Guantanamo Bay. Being forced to play Mario fucking Odyssey. That'd be a better joke if I wasn't volunteering to do it. I'm actually volunteering to do this, so it lands a little thin. How much dialogue? How much dialogue? Why? I don't give a shit. There should be no talking in Mario games. That should be like a rule. How could that be? Blah, 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 blah. If there are people in here watching this shit, I feel bad for you. I like the colorful houses, I guess. Oh, this is so... I mean, it's it's obviously it's not a platformer when you look at it like this. I still haven't figured out what any of the gold coins are. They're just there. It's probably gonna give me like something stupid like outfits. Is there any music? What happens if I lose all the coins? I'm guessing it's some kind of game over. Alright. I guess I should... Yeah, so it's so empty and boring. Obviously, I went out of my way to go to the empty parts to kind of see if there was anything interesting if I explored. The answer is a resounding no. Yeah, but what happens if you lose all your coins? Anything? Like, what's the point? I mean, obviously the whole life thing has been a problem with games for a long time now. Alright, come on, give me some fun platforming, please. I'm desperate. I'm desperate for something fun. Oh, this looks like it could be fun. Okay. This shit. Alright, let's see if this is actually becomes interesting, other than another obvious chore. So nothing if you lose the coins. So they're there for absolutely no reason. So, you know what? Like, why am I getting these coins exactly? What are they doing for me? Anything? So again, like, here's another, again, it's just like, okay, you get this, and then you're gonna get that. Like, no kidding. So obvious, so bland, so uninteresting, unchallenging. Like, that's useless. Completely useless. They're just chores. And now I'm stuck. Let's see. Can we plant this? Now I'm planting shit? Come on. I don't get it. Oh no, I lost useless coins. Now what will I do? Gotta love that cliche Arabian music. And again, most of the interesting level design happens in the 2D section. Right, exactly. Here's a tight space. These bullets make it more difficult to get the rewards. Yeah, this is a little bit of a risk. Yeah, you know what it tells me? You know, it's like, well, designing levels for 3D is hard, so we're just gonna get away with this bullshit, and then people are gonna eat it up. Because they don't actually know how to design like a really good 3D game, and people don't know the difference, and they'll just be like, okay, as long as I could run around and jump and collect stuff, I'm satisfied, and then that's enough to make your level design shit forever. All right, that's good. All right, at least this gives me something that feels like a platformer. But and just like, okay, cool. But again, like, bland, nothing happened, there's no, like, put something there that's interesting. But you know what's even worse? Well, if these coins mean nothing, nothing you get is interesting. This game sucks. It does everything wrong. It's like everything wrong with this industry is in this fucking game. And this is what, like, people like, and then they're like, oh, this is good, and they eat this shit up, and it's like there's nothing good about the design. And it's like, and you play shit like this, and it's like, the industry is going nowhere fast. Because people are gonna play this, and they'll be like, this was good, and it's not. It's not good. They're like cool ideas, without actually adding up to decent, good game design. It's so insulting. This is what they did to fucking Mario. Like, one of the greatest gaming franchise ever. And they did this shit with it. Oh, good, I got these coins. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? So this isn't even meaningful. You get thousands of these things and they don't do shit. And I get that it's difficult to, like, when you're dealing with lives in a long game and save states and all that, but man, like, I don't know, at least pretend. Maybe, like, the way I would do it differently, instead of giving coins that are sort of tied into life, which they sort of are, but clearly they aren't, those coins would be like a power. right? And you build up power, and those powers would allow you to do things with like Cappy or something like that. And then if you have Cappy, you can possess things, but possessing those things would unlock cool stuff that you wouldn't really be able to unlock without them. And get certain things you wouldn't be able to get, but not in such a linear fashion. And then these coins would be a little bit more meaningful. Because it's not even like you possess something and then like you if you keep it, you like get to use it somewhere later in the game. It's like, here's the thing you possess, use it now, then it goes away. So that's not even, that's lame. Dagobus. Cool. That's cool. I like stuff like that's where you like much. That's cool. Again, unfortunately, the reason it's not like I just have to pretend that these coins matter. I have to pretend the coins matter because that's the only way to make that interesting. How much you have to donate? Zach, I like you. I'll beat it for you. You don't have to pay anything. I will. Do you want me to suffer? I'll suffer. So like, this is well designed because it's not that easy for me to get these, and then you get bonuses, and it's more challenging to do that. Really good. The problem is the coins are meaningless, but that's cool. That's good design. There you go. Now, of course, like the difficulty curve went from like nothing to something for that, and it would be also cooler if you had like some enemies to interact with. So like, I mean, so that's the shame. Why, like, I'm gonna go through this, but there's no real reason for me. So it teaches you how those work early on, and then you're like, you do that, cool, and you learn something a little bit more. But I have no reason to like do that because like it's the risk reward ratio isn't really that high. But like if the overall like if the long-term progression of the game was better because the economy was better, then that would be cool. But the economy's not good because these coins are a dime a dozen and they're not useful. So like what exactly? Unless somebody tells me that these coins are more useful. But I mean, I like this a lot more than anything I've played so far. And now it's just open world bullshit. Wasn't there like trailers where you could actually like throw your cap and jump on it and use that to go further? Yeah, like this is Mario at its worst for me, right here. Put on, take off shades. Alright. More busy work. This is busy work. That's all this is. Now maybe it's gonna teach me something interesting later, but for now it's just busy work. Do I have to go to the action menu to discover how to jump on this hat? I don't... jump. Or... Alright, I'm gonna assume... How do I get out of this thing again? I'm gonna assume that I could just jump on here. Yeah. Sucks. Lame. Lame. Don't need uninteresting puzzles in your Mario game. Really don't. Not needing that. If it built up to something, cool. This isn't Portal. This isn't Zelda. Stop giving me watered down puzzle shit. I don't need it. It's lame. I'm guessing I can walk across that. Fuck it. If I die, it doesn't do anything, so let's see. Nope. Alright. Oh, you know what's really fun in the fucking platformer? Walking slowly while turning sunglasses on and off to find platforms. That's fucking what a fucking joy that is. What a fucking blast. I feel like they should have forced me to do that earlier in the game. Nothing's better than the game of hide and go seek. Boring. Boring. You can't convince me that this isn't boring. So far, taking lost levels out of the equation. So far, this is my least favorite Mario game of all time. I like it less than Mario 64, than Galaxy. Sunshine I didn't really play enough, but I'm gonna have to give it. But so far, this is far and away my least favorite Mario game of all time. It's indefensible. Can I get this? Probably not. Okay. I gotcha. Alright. This is boring. If I were like 6 years old, I'd be bored by this puzzle. Ugh. You know what the problem is? I just want to get through it, so I'm not even like paying attention to like what it showed me, because I just want to get through it. Wow, so deep. I should have known that. But... So you give me this kind of cool platforming section just so that I have to do this shit. Lame. Yeah, that section is really dull. Should I provide an analysis for why it's dull? I mean, you just run around collecting a moon and you get a challenge. That's not a challenge at all. So, boring. Next section. And will they build on that in an interesting way? I have my doubts. I have my doubts. That's the other problem. These all live in a vacuum, from what I could tell. When should I end this? I guess. I don't really feel like playing a boss. I feel like playing a game. You didn't miss anything, Jason. Why do you love Ori so much? There's like a 2D and a 3D one, if I'm not mistaken. Am I wrong about that? Jason missed me saying that besides Lost Levels, this is the least favorite Mario game I've played ever, by a lot. I think he probably missed my most rantiest. I know, and I don't want to. I honestly don't. It's hard to believe this, but I would much prefer to like this game. Oh, okay. I can't actually like fire towards it. I feel like I was confused. Okay. Maybe there's another 3D game that reminded me of Ori that I don't know. Yeah, the easily identifiable flaws. It's a snooze fest. Can maybe Jason, you could tell me what's interesting about gathering coins in this game if they seem to not really do anything? Like, if this were literally just, like, running around and jumping, and that's my complaint about a lot of these platformers, that would still be better than this. My favorite 3D Mario game? Because, well, my favorite 3D Mario games are Super Mario 3D World and Super Mario 3D Land. I have to go back and play both of them to see which design I like more. I think the Mario 3D Land probably has tighter design, but I think I do appreciate the ability to select different characters. I think the multiplayer is good, and So I appreciate those things about Mario 3D World. I could buy costumes. Yeah, I couldn't give two shits about costumes. Yeah. So it's all just cosmetics. So every reward is just a cosmetic one. That's so unfortunate. Who cares? Yeah, big deal. I got those. Big fucking deal. Oh, okay. Like Mario Galaxy. This would be interesting if whatever was behind here actually mattered, but it doesn't because they're just stupid costumes. I knew I was gonna do that. Well, that's stupid. Well, I don't play games so that I could avoid playing them. They should be fun. I'm just gonna have to play this game and pretend that these coins matter to me. Like I said, the way I would design it is I would use the coins would give you power towards Cappy, and I would make Cappy, the level design for Cappy, do a lot more interesting things. And it would be really cool is if you could choose between different possession powers and choose, oh, do I want to possess this thing or do I want to possess that thing? But the coins would be more of a gameplay thing. And it would make, like, deciding to get these more interesting. No, I'm playing it to play it. If I just didn't want to play it, I would I just wouldn't turn it on. But it's good. Hey, you know, great game design. We built in a mechanic for you to skip it because you hate it so much. You know what? If you're gonna try to make this game like Zelda, you give me Z targeting. No. I wish I did. And I really don't. Like, I think my best way to compare, like, obviously I'm definitely not gonna like it as much as Mario 3D, like, that's a given. I wasn't gonna like it as much as 3D World or 3D Land, that's a given. So if I even compare it to, like, Galaxy and 64, I like those games way better than this. Yeah, but the premise, the same problem with the premise is in 64 and in Galaxy as well. And yet I still think they're a lot better. A lot better. Yeah, but that's the thing about mechanics is that you to really leverage the mechanics in a great way. The sophistication is in the level design. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I think that's very untrue, especially in Galaxy. Those are tight levels. Galaxy is a snooze fest? Okay. I don't know if you're just trolling me or that you feel that way. I don't think you're just trolling me. But Galaxy has its problems too. That B-suit level sucks. Anytime it just forces me to do tasks, suck. But then you play something like Battle Rock Galaxy, that's fucking awesome. The visuals are cool. It's more my style visually and auditory. There's less fucking talking and dialogue, and then where I get to opt in, I actually kind of like it, like the storybook sections. And it's optional. I think being on rails is a good thing in most platformers. Because it keeps things dense. Now again, like like Bomb Bomb Land or whatever in Mario 64, like that first level manages to be relatively dense, even if it's in an open space, so it makes it a lot more interesting to explore than the first level in Mario Odyssey. And then I give it points for being a product of its time. Like, I know what it was trying to do. I know why they made the choices that they made. And they made the right choice because it's like you're doing a 3D game for the first time and you kind of want to like I think Crash Bandicoot is an objectively better platformer than Mario 64. However, it's not as memorable. And because Mario 64 like played on this, oh, this is a 3D game, let's give you this more open adventure. I get why they made that choice. But as far as like better gameplay, I think Crash Bandicoot 2 especially was much better for a platformer than Mario 64. But it's like, okay, that we're doing this open worldy, more adventure-y thing because we're doing this 3D thing for the first time. I get it. And it's still better than this. I don't have a problem with the mechanic of Cappy. I have a problem with the level design not making it as good as it could be. Is this a night transition that happened because I beat the boss? This is cool. But I don't care about these characters. I would obviously this is a matter of time and resources, but if you gave me the time and resources, I would design this a lot better. Like an open world platformer, I know exactly how that would look. And it would be substantially better. What am I doing? And of course that also would be like time, budget, and resources. But I don't have a doubt in my mind. And all the things you might like about this game, you can still keep. Like, nothing I'm saying is like mutually exclusive to the things that someone might like about this game. Why am I doing that? You like the mechanics? Great. You like Cappy? Great. You like the running and jumping? Great. We could keep all that. You like possessing things? Great. We could keep all that. And then we add a layer of sophistication that makes it a better game. You want it to be like an open world adventure? Great. Well, if you're gonna be an adventure game, be a good adventure. Like, don't give me this watered down shit. Like, don't make me listen to you talking about something I'm not that interested in. Like, you can't tell me that the story is interesting, which is fine. It doesn't have to be a great story. But if it's not gonna be a great story, stop feeding it to me. Yeah, I should try Shovel Knight. There's a lot of things I should try. I don't have the time. What am I doing here? I want to like this. I feel like this whole game is going to be more of this, and I don't like it. It's so... Look at this. It's so empty, too. Call for Jaxie? No? I'm curious what this is. Oh, get out of here. Alright, one more time, otherwise I'm skipping it. Alright, we're done. The upside down pyramid? Oh good, enemies. Man, it fucking lulled me to sleep. Oh no, but if I'll die, I'll lose 10 coins and end up at the checkpoint that I probably want to be at in the first place. Oh, here's a place I couldn't give two shits about. Nah, I don't want to see Mario in his boxers. Sure. I got the crazy cap. Fucking Mario with his Jordan Peterson suit over here. 2 colors on each side. Wait, what happened? Where's my outfit? Did I not press the right thing?
Hey, never in the closet.
How do I pick my outfit again? Okay. Just to do something different. This is Jordan Peterson as a Los Angeles Lakers fan. Yeah. I'm probably gonna end this soon. I have to believe this is not interesting. I like, you know what's unfortunate? I hope I find level design that I really like. This way I could like analyze it a bit more. Like, this would be cool, like, again, like, this would be a cool part here, because you gave me some threatening enemies, and then you gave me something to maybe get, but unfortunately, okay, I mean, these coins aren't really worth a damn. So, okay. And then I find myself, like, backtracking through the same stuff. That's probably a bit of a me thing. Yeah, I probably need to... I gotcha. Whoops. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Oh, it's this that I want. Okay. I know I'm like going, and that's the other thing about these types of games I really don't like, is like you backtrack, but you don't really know if you should be backtracking because there's something you missed. I see. There's a thing here. Here. I gotta be honest, I don't even want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Whoops, that's not what I meant to press. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. goodness. This is all for you, Zach. I wanted to like it. I really did. I really did. 2 hours. I hated virtually every every moment of it. I hated almost every moment of this game. I like the art style is cool. I expected that. The mechanics are good. Like they never get the mechanics wrong in Mario. Like running and jumping is usually good. There are varying degrees. I I'm not even I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised by like obviously I went into this expecting to not like it. I put the tag how much will I not like this game and all that, and I'm actually surprised by the degree I don't like this game. And I don't know if it's going to get better. But I'm actually like I knew it wasn't going to be my favorite, but I'm surprised. And what really disappoints me is how lame this possession mechanic is. And then the economy is it's just no economy. Every reward is going to be cosmetic or just skip the game. Which is cool when it's like a warp zone. Like, oh, you peer through this, you explored something, you peer through this space, and you skip through, you got this shortcut, and wow, that was really cool. This whole like I could purchase my way to skip the game. The desert is probably the best. Oh, wow. I mean, this is shit. Like the desert is just an open landscape most of the time. There are cool like tight parts, like when it gets a little bit tighter, and but even then it's like oh like where it could be cool, where it could be really good is like here's I'm on the platform, I throw Cappy at this thing, which is gonna unlock all these rewards. All right, that would be cool. Except your rewards are you're rewarded. What's my reward? I'm rewarded with this outfit. Big deal. That's fine as a cool cosmetic layer, but like it's like you want to be like rewarded with some like in-game tangible thing. So even the parts where the design is actually interesting and sophisticated, you're rewarded with nothing. Nothing in game. No like nothing that helps you in the game, that progresses you in the game, that gives you something something very interesting in the game. Just here's an outfit. That's what I'm collecting these coins for. So if I die and I lose 10 coins, I miss out on an outfit? I have to play like come on. Come on. Like this isn't what is this? Dress up? It's a Mario game. So no, it's really disappointing. It's really disappointing. I thought like I went into this where I was like, yeah, you know what? I just feel like running around and jumping, so maybe I'll at least get that out of this. And I didn't even get that. I didn't even get that. And then the people are calling this great. That scares me because like the art of level design, I think is really missed on people. The art of taking the mechanics that you have, which may be good mechanics, and then actually designing your game to make those mechanics interesting and useful. That's a rare skill, and it's one that and I know they're skilled enough to do it. They just are clearly not taking enough time to do it because they're cool with okay, it's just like they're cool with this. But I could just come up with so many cooler ways to make this game like really great and make it better. But that's it. Super Mario Wonder. So if anyone is still here listening to this, you might have noticed that I called this Mario Monday. So I'll probably be doing something Mario next Monday. Will I continue with this game? Will I play Mario Wonder? I might show a level design from one of my Mario Maker levels and like talk through the design of that. We'll see. Yeah, yeah, and I mean I have a lot of critique against World, but I like World better than this for sure. For sure. So, all right, well, thanks for joining me. It's fun. I appreciate you guys joining me, watching me suffer. I don't like I said, it might be hard to believe, but I would really would much prefer to be here and be like, wow, I'm amazed. This is so cool. I was really impressed with this design choice. I was really impressed with that design choice. Like, and you saw that the moments that I was impressed, I definitely mentioned it. Um, so yeah, yeah. And you know maybe I want to like I want to be able to give this a pass and say well it's just the first two worlds and then like things will build on it and be more interesting, but my problem with that is it's actually they're pretty large worlds. It took up a lot of my time to play them, so I'm kind of getting a feeling that this is the game. Like I don't feel I'm about to wrap up, but if you're in here in the chat, tell me, is this the game, or does it really like? Is this gonna be like what people try to tell me about Mario World, or like after the first world, no, it gets better, it gets different, it gets more interesting, or is this it? Like, did I get the essence of everything that Odyssey is and it's going to be? Because I feel like I did. I feel like I played this long enough that it's like, no, this is the game. Everything I don't like about it is going to continue, and it's not going to change. That's what I want. So I'm holding out some criticism until I have a sense of is this it? I feel like this is it though. I feel like this is it. I might play some of this at night on my own. I feel like yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is it. I feel like this is it. Yeah, and the thing about bigger is like bigger isn't better to me. Bigger is like it's impressive if it still maintains the density that a smaller world has and but bigger but keeping that same like level of density and interesting moments. I haven't played 64 in a long time. But like if I think about like and again 64 is not one of my favorites. I'm very critical of 64. But if I think about like that first like Bowser level, that's a really good level. For what it is. Would I wish it were something a little different? Yeah. I don't get anything like this. Yeah, like the levels in Mario 64 I think are a lot better cuz at least they're denser. I feel like there's just more you're more involved in it. It's a little too open, too empty. It's a lot of flavors of a lot of different things, but they never really fully like realize what they could be. Like the possession mechanic, you could fully realize it into something really interesting. The Cappy could be fully realized. So far, it's not. The getting coins could be fully realized into something more interesting. The narrative, if you're gonna have a narrative, it should be interesting. But you do too much narrative for something that wasn't ever gonna be that interesting of a narrative. Um, I'm not. I love narrative in games. I love the Zelda series. One of my favorite games ever is Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. breaks a lot of rules that like I would much prefer more choice in Ocarina of Time. But there are things that are interesting, like but I think the narrative, the characters, the music, all that ties together is something interesting. But you're not gonna tell me like another like this narrative is gonna capture me that I need to be interrupted all the time with your whatever. So yeah, ugh, ugh. Yeah, it was the worst. It was worse than I thought. I went into this being like, I'm gonna hate it. Yeah, well, I'm hoping that some of the settings I'm gonna have fun with, like, you know, we'll see. I mean, that's another thing that I really like about Galaxy is that I do like the world setting in Galaxy, so that's a matter of opinion and personal flavor. Like I'd rather be in like a galaxy, a cool galaxy than a desert. That's a personal preference. I'm not gonna say that that space is better than desert. I find space setting more fun. I find those worlds more fun. I find the music a lot better so far. The settings more interesting for me. So that's another thing that puts Galaxy over the edge for me. But all right, this time I'm really gonna wrap it up. Thanks for joining me. Uh, and again, especially the Zach as I shit on his favorite game or one of his favorite games, and he just takes it. Maybe I'll do Donkey Kong Country for him as well. But yeah, we'll end this. I'll wrap it up. Later, guys.